Salem, Massachusetts brings out the fall feeling in most people. Between the amazing foods, shops, stores to shop through, history of Salem, and museums to explore will put you right in the Halloween spirit in October. Salem, Massachusetts is an incredible place for a day trip with family or friends, and some people even spend the weekend. To eat in Salem, the main roads, which it's like a town, so the roads kind of all connect, is East 6th Street, Front Street, and Charter Street. That's where you're going to find all the restaurants and shops, museums, and mainly the main things to do in Salem. One of the most known restaurants is Rockefeller's, which was awarded the winning steakhouse. Rockefeller's was built in 1862. The building is known as the Daniel Low Building. In 1826, the second floor was used as a church worship and rented out the ground floor to various commercial vendors to help pay for the building's maintenance. This is Tevens Marshno. Shops of Salem. There are many shops in Salem. All of the shops are small businesses. None of them are name brand. They're all family owned and operated. One store that is the oldest store in Salem, Massachusetts is called the Crown Haven Corner Store. In that store, they sell a lot of witch products, a lot of hauntings like sage and Ouija boards and all that Halloween stuff. Within that store, they do hearings where they bring in the dead and they kind of tell you what your past has to say. It's a little freaky, but they do that right in the store, and upstairs from the store is an apartment. And they recently just rented it out as an Airbnb, and it's haunted. And they have a bunch of, it's pretty creepy, but they have a bunch of witch stuff, like witch products, to bring the dead in and to talk to the dead and all that cool stuff. The Crown Haven Corner is the oldest shop in Salem, Massachusetts. Says on the Crown Haven Corner Store website under the History tab. Salem was founded in 1626 by Roger Content. Before the settlers called the town Salem, it was called Nembeg, Massachusetts, for the meaning of peace. The Charter Street is created, standing as the oldest burying ground in Salem, according to the Salem History website. In 1692, the Salem Witch Trails began, which is something you have to visit in Salem. It's a whole walk, and it's guided. This is the event that Salem is most known for. In only 3 months, in a 3 months' time, 19 innocent people, 14 women, and 5 men were hung, and one man was pressed to death. In 1692, the courts believed in the devil. The governor of Salem, William Phillips' wife, accused of being a witch. A fun fact is that Salem is the 6th largest city in the country. There are 14 museums in Salem to explore. Each museum has their own unique meaning behind it. One popular is the Wax Museum, which has a lot of the history of Salem, the people of the history of Salem. They make them out of wax. And you go to the Wax Museum, you can see all the fun wax sculptures that they've made, which is really cool. The Witch House is another very popular one in Salem. Due to COVID this year, they didn't let people walk through the haunted houses or any of the museums. Really, you had to reserve it online and whatnot. Between the amazing food, shops, histories, museums, you will have the best weekend or day trip in Salem, Massachusetts. Feeling the fall festivities is one way people like to gather together and have pride and joy with themselves. Salem, Massachusetts will leave you with memories with your family and friends and lead you to the feeling of Halloween. Salem is most known for Halloween. That's why people go to Salem in October. That's their busiest month out of the whole year, really. I go to Salem every year, and it's a little different every year, but it's kind of the same every year. So